Dallas, say no to Proposition 88. It's time. You paid him well. You babysat. You were there for him. You've got a tremendously gifted young team. Don't retain a possible distraction. Christine with the news.
No. Heard on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
So the Warriors lost by 20 points to the Pacers on Thursday.
Yeah.
And after that game, Steve Kerr called out the team for not caring. He said caring in general was the main problem. And then over the weekend, he kind of backpedaled a bit and said that it's more about being back to a top 5 defensive team.
Yeah.
My main message is, we've got to defend. We've got to get back to being a top 5 defensive team. What I'm trying to remind our guys of is that in order to win in the playoffs, you better be defending at a high level. And for the most part this year, I think we have, but the last 8-9 games we have not. And it's not just that simple that you can flip the switch. And that's why I snapped. But you guys know me. I usually break 2 clipboards a year and yell at the team once. And so my quota is now used up.
Yeah, I think you have to be careful when you call out your guys for not caring, because that's questioning their character, and then you don't want to hurt their feelings like that.
And the other thing is, and this is really, Phil Jackson's talked about this. Everybody thinks in sports, the more talent, the more titles, the better. True. Mm-hmm. But we're seeing it in New England. We're seeing it. Listen, once you get wins and all the players go from being young and exciting to wealthy and great, and they have brands, it is harder to coach sometimes the movie star than the character actor.
It's like a comedian. Once they make too much money, they're not as funny.
That's right. That's a great point. So I still think they'll win, but it's not like, go look at Phil Jackson, Kobe, Shaq. They were a lot easier to coach that first year when they were getting to the playoffs, and they were real good listeners.
Right.
After about the 3rd title, they weren't great listeners anymore.
But I give him this, though. I think defense wins championships, right? So he's
it's important.
So.
I still like my guys to shoot, but I think it's really important.
Yeah, points matter as well. But I do think he's right in that they need to get their defense back in order before the playoffs start.
Yes.
I like that they're focused and they're trying to rein themselves in and still being critical of themselves, because that is important in order to grow.
Yes.
And I say that because, did you see what happened with the Cavs and Sixers?
I didn't. I know Cleveland fell behind by 30
points.
Then I turned it on, and it was 8. And I'm like, what is going on with Philadelphia? And
that was your takeaway?
Well, my
What's
takeaway
going on
was
with Philadelphia?
If you're up by 30 at home.
By the way, how many wins do they have? 50?
Yeah.
All right.
But you can't blow a 30-point lead at home. I was like, because it was 30 points. I went and turned on. I'm like, it's 8.
Yeah, so my takeaway, though, was that they did get it back within 3.
Yeah.
LeBron got fouled on a 3.
Yeah.
So he went to the free throw line. I think he made his first one, missed his second one, then missed his third intentionally.
Yes.
So they lost.
Oh God, that was close. That was a great one.
Yeah, they lost the game, but LeBron, of course, didn't seem to really care.
We dug ourselves that hole, so, we're a prideful team, and the only way we get back into the game is just kind of get scrappy and play a little bit more physical, make some shots. So, listen, we was down 30, so us to come all the way back, it just shows that we're capable of doing.
That's right. That was my takeaway. I'm like,
shows what they're capable of doing.
They were down 30. And by the way,
why are you down 30 in the first place?
Because
Embiid's not even playing.
Oh, why you're down 30? Because you've been to the final 7 years in a row and you mail it in?
That's exactly what I was just saying. My point about Steve Kerr is that they are still caring. They're trying. Yeah. He's getting on his team. LeBron's like, we'll be down 30, whatever. It's fine. Without Embiid.
The East is a little easier than the West.
But as if that weren't enough, LeBron decided to go to his favorite thing, Instagram, and comment again on this. I don't even get it. Another one in my DJ Khaled voice. You know how DJ Khaled, another one. They did get that W over us, though. Hashtag season 15. Hashtag strive for greatness. Hashtag James Gang. Hashtag.
Oh, this was the dunk he had.
The what?
Did you see this dunk?
I know it was the dunk, but really, you're bragging about your own dunk when you're down by 30 points and you lost to Philadelphia without Joel Embiid? Have a little bit of self-awareness to maybe not go on Instagram and post another one.
It was a darn good
DJ
dunk.
DJ Khaled voice.
It was a really good dunk. Did you see that dunk, John?
It was
the second best dunk of the year. The first one was LeBron against Portland.
You know what would have been great?
What?
You made a couple more of those and actually won the game.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
what matters. Stats don't matter.
That's a good point.
Right? That's
Right.
what you say. And finally, shout out to our friend Ben Lyons, because he is, I think, the world's biggest New York Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And he was in New York, I think this is from today, and just tweeted out the side of a building that now New York and the Knicks are trying to get LeBron to come there with this very special billboard on the side of a building.
Oh, God.
King of New York, prove it.
Please.
Hashtag King James NYC 18. So they're now joining all the other cities, Cleveland,
Yeah,
Philadelphia,
the difference is
LA, in the
Philadelphia
billboard
and
business.
Houston have really good players. And
Well, that's funny you say that. So I tweeted about this, and a lot of Knicks fans don't like the idea of LeBron going there. However, I asked Ben, because he's such a big Knicks fan, and he said, I want professional basketball players I've heard of. That would be a big step. So there is that.
yeah,
I don't think he's going to New York, though.
no, I don't either. Christine with the news.
Well, that's the news.